Welcome to this horror special of TRS clips. Subscribe and enjoy this video. You mentioned Kantara in
Hmm.
our previous answer,
Hmm.
and then you said you had a lot to say about that. And we had a guest yesterday as well, an archaeologist from Goa.
Okay.
And she says that even she's seen things like that in her village. And, it was a very deep experience that they've shown in the movie. And this is present all over the western coastal line where deities possess people and then become messengers from higher realms.
Higher. So we have things like in Kerala we call them Velichapada. There is Velichapada. It's oracles.
Same logic.
Same logic. You've got Teyyams, you've got Bhootas. So Kantara basically it's based on Bhoota Kola. And the Bhoota is not ghosts. The moment I say Bhoota Kola somewhere, people suddenly relate it with ghosts. Oh, are these ghosts? Are these demons? No, they are not. So my ancestors, they come from this part of the country, the South Canara region, Udupi, Mangalore, this region, and this place is full of such bhutas, and people still worship these bhutas, just like people in Kerala worship serpents. Right. So bhutas are nothing but spirits. It could be spirits of heroes, of warriors. It could be an animal like Panjurli Bhoota. Panjurli Bhoota is so in in olden times, farmers used to, their crops were destroyed by boars, wild pigs. What do you call, you call them Varaha. That's the avatar of Vishnu. That's the wild boar with the horn and all. They would come and destroy these crops. And these poor farmers, they had no other option but to start praying to a deity, which is like a king of these boars. So that's how they started praying and giving, offering things and all those things to protect them from these boars, so that these boars won't come and destroy the crops. That's how this concept of Panjurli Bhoota was born. Again, this is something that somebody has said. We don't know how it originated, but Panjurli Bhoota is what you see in Kantara. And people there worship that. And the spirit is said to come inside the body of this medium. That person is a medium who's going to dance. The Kola is dance. Bhoota is the spirit. It's not a ghost. It's this forest spirit. It could be the spirit of a warrior. So there are other Bhutas. Like there's a Bhoota called Satya Bhoota. Satya Devata, not Satya Bhoota. And we as South Canara people, we kind of give a lot of respect. We won't even, I won't take the name of a Bhoota wearing a slipper. That's the kind of respect people from that region give. So there is Satya Devata. Satya Devata, it's a like the name suggests, it's a god, it's a spirit of truth. But often people forget to worship these bhutas or deities. And Satya Devata, what Satya Devata does is, suddenly, out of the blue, when everything is happening, in the family, everything is all right, perfect, someone will lose some kind of an ornament. And you'll try to find it everywhere, you won't find it. And that moment, somebody will say, like a grandmother or, the older generation people, they would remind you, you forgot Satya Devata. Go and, light a lamp for Satya Devata, do a namaskara and come. And the moment you do it, you'll find the jewelry maybe in the pocket or beside the bedside. And people say, they claim that they had searched it there before worshipping, Satya Devata, but they couldn't find it. And suddenly it's there after just one simple namaskar, and it's there. So these are the beliefs that those people have. Those people means we also have that. I was brought up in the city away from all this. So for me, it's very difficult to take that leap of faith. But I still believe in all those things. I still get goosebumps when I listen to stories.
Because the city also has a way of like making us slightly more westernized almost.
Westernized, and see, the Bhoota that I'm talking about, these happen in Hallis. Hallis is basically a hamlet. In Kannada, Halli is a hamlet, a small village. And like my wife's ancestral home is in a Halli. My wife comes from Tulunadu, Udupi. So we are from Kerala. My wife is from South Canara, proper South Canara. And her house is in the middle of a Halli. And that was my first experience of a typical Indian, isolated, ghostly kind of a place. Because Kerala, there are no villages. The concept of village is gone in Kerala. It's almost modernized. They're like little towns, right? Everybody is educated, life is fast moving and everything. But in Karnataka, in this particular Halli, life is very sluggish. It's very slow. People still believe in all those old rituals and myths and beliefs.
Have you ever seen a possession?
I've seen Bhoota Kola. I've seen these dances where they dance to, they get possessed and they start dancing, and then they tell future or they recollect things from the past. Like I remember there was some dispute that was happening, some property dispute, and then there was this oracle was called in, and the oracle consumed some thing and then started doing all this vibrating and shivering, and then they started dancing, and suddenly there was this goddess inside that oracle, and he started saying, your dad was the one who stole that document, and he has kept it from this other son. So that is why he is not able to get the property. So you don't have the right on his property. And then they searched and they got that document. And his father had passed away long time ago.
You saw this with your own eyes?
Yeah, I was there.
How does it
I
feel?
didn't see whether they got the document or not, but I've seen this possession thing happening. And later on, then, they say, they told me that, this is what happened. Afterwards, they went home, they kept searching, and it took like 7 or 8 days, and they finally found the document or something like that.
Was there an energy around the oracle?
That's what we would like to believe. See, again, that comes from the concept that there is energy within us, which is what I said, that Atman, Jivatman, the prana. It's prana which goes inside the Jivatman. Jivatman is the Atma in layman's term, the soul. Prana is the breath which is keeping us alive. So that's energy. So there should be energy all around us which we cannot perceive right now. And that's where you go to the concept of pretas. You go towards bhutas. All those things we cannot perceive with our sense organs.
Yeah.
That's why you need an extrasensory perception or something like that to understand.
Yeah. How do you explain things like that? Where an oracle comes in, gets possessed, and then tells you the accurate truth, and the truth is validated by reality.
So, have you heard of Narendra Dabholkar?
No.
He was a rationalist who tried to disprove everything that was supernatural or paranormal, so, all these beliefs and myths. So he came up with the explanation that whatever is happening to that oracle or to these dance forms or whatever it is, or even a tantric, it's a dissociation.
As in, those people have gone crazy.
Not crazy. See, crazy will be a very bad allegation. They're dissociated from their bodies, from their self, and they're taking up another personality. And so it could be the personality of a dadi who must have lived long time back. So they must have heard or seen them in their childhood, and now they are becoming that person based on what they know. It's all there in your head. It's in the deeper areas of your brains, and you are just becoming that, but you are not aware. So that's what he's a rationalist. So that's his explanation. And someone who believes in psychic mediums and tantra would claim that that person has been possessed by the ghost of the grandmother who died or whatever.
Or a deity.
And someone who's somewhere in between would like to believe, someone who's educated, like physics or engineering kind of a background, he would like to believe that it is energy. Because, when see, the body, if it's alive, it has an energy, right? And the moment you die, there's something that's leaving your body. So if it's energy, even this Atma, if it's an energy, it's out there. And according to our traditions, for the next 12 days after death, that energy is around you as an Atma, as a Pretatma.
Newton's third law. Sorry, Newton's?
Thermodynamics.
Thermodynamics. I'm so sorry.
That's energy cannot be destroyed and all those things. See, again, that's what I said. Physics, engineering, we are educated that way. So we are kind of being rooted to think that way. So to prove this exists, all of us, or at least a branch of scientists, need to sit down with the tantrics and get proper devices and proper controlled experiments, but it's going to take a long time because our science is not that developed, our intellect is not that developed to prove its existence, at least not till now.
Yeah.
But if you still want to believe that something else can also exist, but it's not proved till now, then keep an open mind.
Yeah. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe to TRS Clips and check out this horror playlist for even more videos.